I'm Nina. I am a writer, and I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I don't know why I'm making this video. Well, I do know. I think I just want to start making these videos just to, um, you know, I kind of want to get more social media footing for my career. I'm a writer, and I want to, more people to read my stuff. So I just kind of thought I'd make these little videos to kind of just get people to get to know me. I don't really have any structure for what I want these videos to be about, but I guess I could just start with my day. It's my day off. Yes, it's Monday, I know. And so the kind of job that I have, usually my days off or my weekends are people's work weeks. So when people are starting their work week, I mean. But I was just like thinking of like, okay, I was sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to find the right angle to where I don't look too much like a potato. Also trying to think of like, well, what am I going to say? What is something interesting about me? There's nothing interesting. Well, and then a story came up. Okay, so story time. Well, it's not really story time, it's more rant time. It's about my job. My job usually is pretty cool. Everyone's pretty chill. I like what I do. Just a little receptionist girl. But sometimes you do get people who are just not who probably shouldn't intermingle with the general public because they don't know how to conduct themselves. So I was thinking back to, context. Yesterday I had this incredibly rude customer. She really made my blood boil. And she was just awful. She was such a B word. And she was a B word on the phone. And then when she showed up, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I can't take my lunch too late. But I'm going to take my lunch where I don't have to check her in and stuff like that, right? And then it clicked to me, oh my gosh, no wonder this lady is so rude, just the way that she looks. I would be mean too if I looked like that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the prettiest person, I'm definitely not, but I don't mean to be, I don't know what you call it, lookist, from, judging how people are by their looks, but I feel like personally, regardless of if you're conventionally attractive or not, if you have a personality that's just beautiful and wonderful, your beauty shines through, blah 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 blah. But I do genuinely believe that. I have seen people who are like, well, they're not really would be considered conventionally attractive, but oh my gosh, I think they're the most beautiful person in the world because they have such a beautiful personality. But this lady was ugly inside and out, and it shows. And with her looks, maybe being rhymes with itchy isn't, maybe it isn't her thing. Maybe she shouldn't be doing, right? So anyways, it got me thinking. I was just like, well, you know what? I rarely have any rude people come in, like clients. And they're also very great. Like, sometimes the little sweet old ladies like to give me kisses, like to hug me, give me gifts. So it's not too bad. Like, this one sweet little old lady, she's so sweet, and I call her my abuelita. For my birthday, she got me some cute earrings. I was thinking of wearing them for the video, but I didn't really think, that's too much. I mean, I'm just in my pajamas, so why would I wear that? But she was so sweet, and she was so nice. Anyways, so I was thinking back to just bad experiences that I've had with people. And there was this one lady, right? Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, she must have been having a psycho episode, because she was so unbelievably hostile. And so she was looking at some things like products, and I was like, is there anything I can help you with, madam? And she was like, no. I was like, okay. I just backed out. I was like, well, let me know if you need anything. She just didn't say anything. And then my manager, he walked by. She greeted the lady and asked, is there anything I can help you with? She didn't know that I had already introduced myself. And then the lady was like, no, there's nothing, any of you. You guys can't help me with what I'm looking for anyways. And I was like, oh, okay. We got one of these types. So I was hoping that she didn't find what she was looking for, but as fate would have it, and the universe loves to just push my buttons, she did find what she was looking for. And so she goes up to the counter, and so I'm going to check her out, right? And, she looks at the price, okay? And she was like, I thought that this was 50% off. On a side note, why the heck are people so crazy hell-bent on deals and, like, coupons? Like, I mean, as if I'm taking her, well, I can't say that on YouTube. I don't know, I'm, like I'm taking her vitals or something. Like, okay, so what? You didn't get that 10% off. Newsflash, 10% is just like $2 off of that $20 item. Okay, big whoop. What, that's gonna be a nice little sweet treat for you? Anyways, she was so rude. And so, yeah, she was like, I thought this was 50% off. And I was like, it is 50% off. But the way that the computer does it is that this buy one, get one 50% off. It takes 25% off of each item. So you're kind of getting 50% off. And she was like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I'm like, yes, that is how the system works. I don't know why the system is the way that it is, but you are getting 50% off because you're getting a quarter off of each item. 2 items. Okay? 25 plus 25 is 50, right? So, I didn't say that. She was like, well, you guys need to advertise that. You need to be honest about it. I'm not slow. And I was like, ugh. So I was like, okay, and I was confused because it's like, if you complain so much about some funky little $5 off, I expect that you don't have it. And it was just this awkward pause, and I was just like, okay, so do you want it or not? Do you want that? And she was like, she was on the phone with this, I guess, her homegirl or something, right? And she was like, yes, I want the 50%. Yes, I still want the items. This B word thinks I'm slow. I've never dealt with someone so hostile and aggressive like that before. And so I was like, I just rung her up and I was like, alright. I didn't say anything. But I was just like, it was so funny. It was so cartoonish. Like, she was so cartoonishly crazy and just aggressive. I was like, these people can't be real. Are you really gonna call me the B word over that? Because, yeah, by your attitude, I think you're broke. Because I only see broke-ass people, I only see broke-ass people act like that. Just getting aggressive over some 50% off, 25% off, whatever. What difference does it make, right? Oh my gosh. But I always tell that story because I thought that was like one of the funniest retail stories I've ever had. She was just crazy. She was crazy as I don't know what. And I was just like thinking to myself, I was like, you know, her bald head can go ahead and do whatever. I'm not being rude when I say this. She literally had no hair. And, but she didn't, well, you know, no, she wasn't bald. Her hair just looked like it needed some. I was like, well, you need these products anyways because your hair is looking extremely dehydrated. Anyways. You get those kind of people. And sometimes you just gotta laugh at it. Yesterday I definitely wasn't laughing at it because I had a long week of just a lot of crazy stuff. This lady wasn't as aggressive. She wasn't aggressive, but she was still rude, and it's hard when you have to deal with people more than 5 minutes. Usually I'm okay with taking rude customers that I'm just checking out, but people that are, going to stay for a while, I'm just kind of like, I really don't want to deal with them. Things have just been kind of just like, how long am I going to be doing this little job? I want to be a writer and I want to be successful. I don't know if my stuff is good, but you can always get better at your craft. So it's not really, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I do have some merch coming up. I was going to advertise it on my social medias. If you ever want to check out some of my stuff, I'm on the stuff. The links is in the description. But this is like one of my merch. I made some changes to make the alignment of the lettering right, but my company is called Choking Flowers. It's just like, dainty girl stuff. I kind of like that kind of stuff. It's like my aesthetic. But what does choking flowers mean? I think it's just about getting overwhelmed with the love and stuff. I don't know. It's supposed to be something romanticism. Dealing with romanticism, or I don't know. Something like that. Anyways. Oh, I also want to say that I am offering free ebooks for the first 25 subscribers. I have this email list if y'all want to check it out. It's free. All you have to do is go to my website, click on this button, and it's like become a follower, and you just have to give it your first name, last name, and your email. I won't scam you, I promise, I swear. And I'll give you the coupon to download the ebook. I don't have it on Kindle and I don't have it on Apple Books yet because I'm still waiting for the distributors to approve it, and it's annoying. But it is available to read if you get like Google Play or something like that. You will have to download a zip file, which if you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. I just don't want you guys thinking I have a virus or anything, like I'm trying to make you guys, I don't know, have a virus, and I'm not. But you can trust me. Anyways, if you have if you have any stories about just crazy retail psychos, put it in the the comment section. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be making. I'm going to be, just probably just ranting and stuff. I'm a good girl. I don't talk about crazy things, and I don't do crazy things. So, I'll just probably talk about normal stuff, just ranting and stuff. If anyone relates, I hope I can relate to people about it, about life and stuff. But, anyways, don't feel scared to say hi, to give a shout out. And yeah, this video's gone long enough. It's 14 minutes and it's getting pretty late. So I am gonna go and I am going to, I need to get more electrolytes. Anyways, ciao until the next video.